All right, wonderful fuck faces. Welcome back to Broken Draw community challenge or Discord challenge, whatever. Which is, the shit you see on the other side of the page, which is actually going to make this much more difficult because obviously that's gonna fuck with my perspective. No pun intended. But, anyways, I did my 500 sub Q&A yesterday, which was nice, and yeah, that's it. Let me make this exercise more difficult. Let's just get to it. So I did say I wanted to work on the bending of the cylinders, as you can see on the other side of the page, but also did say I wanted to make it more difficult, which is now we're gonna just slightly tilt the horizon line. That's gonna fuck with everything, right? If horizon line's usually like this, I'm just gonna slightly tilt it. Also, I'm gonna have it up here, right? So it's gonna be something like this. That's gonna be so fucking hard. Yeah, it's gonna be something like this. Let's say, yeah, like that. And then the vanishing point, we're gonna keep it at the edge, which actually would be pretty good, I think, because maybe we can have another vanishing point over here. A more of a compact curvilinear perspective, or maybe I'll decide to make it more outside of the page. Right, we'll see. But right now, because this is already extremely difficult, and because the other side of the page is gonna be fucking with me, I'm already kind of thinking in terms of like how I should keep it, like how I need to visualize this. But yeah, it's up here roughly, and the point is over there. So what I need to do is figure that shit out, right? Because maybe I can have that's one vanishing point. Because again, now that I've tilted it, it's actually very difficult to think about where the adjacent vanishing points are going to be, because this is basically 4-point perspective, right? So if we have one here, maybe we can have one over here somewhere, like down here, right? And then we can have one up here, and we can have one down there, obviously, because I've tilted it at this point, and I've also have to think about the bending of the cylinders. Again, this might be something where I bit off more than I can chew, but we'll just have to see how it goes, right? Because everything's going to be going around that. So let me actually make it a bit more solidified by just starting with the first line, of course, which will be something like this. Okay, so now I've actually solidified the horizon line much better, because now we know it's relatively going in this shape, and I could do something here as well, right? Because again, that's where I genuinely might fuck this up horribly, right? Because this is a huge, like, the leap of just making the horizon line slanted is extremely difficult. But again, this is how dynamic scenes are born, right? When they're not just the norm, I guess. But I'm not a rapper. But it's just on me to visualize it, so I can make this a bit longer. Of course, lines are always something I'll be working on, right? So if that's where I want it, I'm just gonna do something like this, right? And something like that. Maybe that's helping. Again, right? We can, if this is where the line is, maybe do something like this. Right now, what I'm establishing is the horizon line, in terms of like, okay, like it's going, that's why all these lines are essentially parallel to that. But obviously, because I'm trying to establish 4-point perspective, that's why you see it's curving towards a single point, right? And of course, when I finish this box, it'll be curving, it'll be going to this vanishing point. So this is actually going to be very interesting in that sense, because if the point is here, maybe this part of the page is going to be empty. I'm still trying to figure that out, right? And we also do want a point up here somewhere. So actually, I don't know how this is going to look, but we'll have to figure this out. And then I should probably have one right here. Again, like, this is extremely difficult, right? So just because I'm trying to curve it a little, right? We can have something down here maybe. Right now, I have to visualize the entirety of the grid, roughly, because that's something I need to figure out as I'm doing this. Very, very good explanation. I have to figure this out while I'm doing it. Incredible. I thought that you would have to figure it out while you're not doing it. To be honest, when you're not actually putting the work in, I assume that's where the problem solving occurs. So I'm glad I cleared that up for myself and you, fucking idiot. But that's you. I'm calling you the idiot for not having realized something so simple sooner. But let me think. This is my horizon line. I'm gonna have a vanishing point right there. This I'm gonna do the entirety of it. So this is definitely gonna be like a very warped curvilinear perspective, right? And that's okay. That's okay because I'm still figuring things out. This is the, I guess, preliminary preliminary problem solving phase, right? Where we just want to do something good in it. Okay. Okay, now that I've started this, perhaps, because that's where the, yeah, so it is all relatively leading to this, right? So again, I need to keep reinforcing this horizon line in my mind. Shit, I think I already fucked this up. This line here. Yeah, I already fucked that line up, but now we have to figure out, okay, how can we make it not be shit? Because maybe we can do something like, there you go, maybe that will smoothen it out just a little. Right? It's not gonna be perfect. This is already having a lot of issues, but that's why I made it difficult, right? Because I have to think about all those things. That's the point. So again, we can have something like, it's like right here somewhere. So we can do something like, I want to establish this one a bit more as well. This is going to be extremely curvilinear. That's going that way. That's the point. We could even do something like this. There you go. And again, because I'm trying to keep it like this. Fuck, what's this gonna look like? No, wait, I gotta think a bit more. Yeah, this is hard. Okay, so it's like this. Get a point here, point here, point there, point there. So that would be something like this, right? And this would be, again, something, gotta follow that. So it has to be something like this, maybe? Yeah, okay. This is where I'm really trying to fill in the blanks as I go. Yeah, you see how just tilting it makes it extremely fucking difficult? Right? I mean, extremely difficult. I don't even know if some of these are correct. They seem very off to me. We're only gonna know once I start filling in the blanks. But right now, I just need to think about Yeah, see, that's already way more. Yeah, see, okay, so lots of mistakes, which is good, but let me rest my brain. This may not seem like much right now, but it is paving the way for more, right? Okay, anyways, deep shit aside, let me rest my brain. But yeah, the main thing right now is to think really, really hard on, and to zoom out, right? Like to think really hard on where I'm starting to establish specific because points. Like I have to really right now the main thing is just thinking about the horizon line, thinking about the vanishing point, and thinking about the other vanishing points, right? 1, 2, and 3, because that's the fourth one, right? And that's why this one is it's technically outside of that perspective, right? Which is why it's going to be coming down there and then going maybe like this. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck that's going to look like. It's going to be very interesting because it's outside of it. So we'll figure that out after. But right now, that's the main thing I got to keep my my mind on, because some of these may already be incorrect, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to make them more correct as time goes on. Okay, because that's going roughly towards that vanishing point, and I got to point down there, and then we got this. Something like that. Very skewed, of course. This is actually way more compact one than what it is on the other side of the page. But this is actually good because it's going to really teach me what I need to do. Okay, so that one's going like there. And this one is going towards the vanishing point. And this one is going down there towards that vanishing point. There you go. And I know these all look like the same types of boxes. Obviously, I want to increase the variability, but right now there's a lot of things to think about when it comes to that. So now this is where things get really difficult. I'm going to start doing this. Okay, so horizon line. This is essentially going like that, right? So we need something like this. Now, what would that look like? What would that look like? I need to think what that looks like. Keeping the perspective in mind. Not amazing, but already you can see I'm doing much better than I was previously. Right? In terms of genuinely thinking about where we're taking this. It's not perfect because this line right here was actually a bit more incorrect than you would be inclined to believe. Inclined to believe when you would be inclined to believe, but there you go. Make that there. Again, we have something like this, right? I don't know what's going on here, to be honest, but we're gonna have to figure that out. because a lot of this could be incorrect, very much so. And I know this looks probably like a mess or doesn't really make much sense, but I'm really thinking on how to make this make sense. See, like that one is a fuck up right there for sure. Because and this might be a fuck up too. Because again, where is this even going? It's like 1, 2. Yeah, I wish this something here I messed up. I definitely messed up. But this is how we learn perspective, right through fuck ups. So it's good. There you go. We could do something like cylinder doesn't look much like a cylinder, but it's okay. This is how we learn. It's barely attached. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to make this shit more make more sense. Right now I don't think there's gonna be a lot of sense making, to be honest. It feels like I really already messed up quite a bit, but there's only so much that we can fix, right? And I'm trying to think. So I think I have a vanishing point right there. Can't see. Okay, you can see on the camera. Maybe you won't actually after I edit it out. But yeah, it's on this side somewhere. On this side here. Let's think about that. Let's think about that. Cool. I think, funny enough, my initial box that I drew is what's going to be the issue here, and that box I think as well. But this is good because I would rather make these perspective mistakes than to kind of just be stuck doing the same shit, right? Okay, so this will go with it, and then it'll be like this. Wait, but I have to think how that looks. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. No wait, right here. Right. So I have to do something like. Wait, no, shouldn't have done it like that. Fuck. Maybe we can do something like this actually, because this is actually technically in front, so that actually shouldn't even be able to connect. This is behind this one, so we can do something like this first. Okay, yeah. So let's. And then this is. Right. Too thick. That's okay. And then didn't really follow the perspective as much as I should have. I was a bit impatient. But I think this is okay. It looks a bit off because this is too thick here and this is thin here, so that's a mistake on my end, which is good because I made a mistake. If I didn't make a mistake, then it wouldn't be fun. Right. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing. Again, incredible for just practicing perspective. You know, bless you, Broken Draw, for giving me this exercise. For giving the community this exercise. Right, and we can have it like this. So, yep, that makes sense. And something like that. Not really that amazing, because again, the lines are very awkward. But I think overall, it's starting to get it down just a little. And you see a lot of this just comes from patience as well. Like, I'm just way more patient with my lines now than I was before, even if the lines, as you can see, are pretty mid. Right, like they're pretty shit. But that's how we learn. That's how we just keep saying the same shit over and over again, Viggy. That's how we learn, guys. That's how we learn. Just keep saying that shit over and over. And maybe one day I will learn something. Okay, so I need to do something like this. Right. This one was really wrong, damn. But I guess if I want to keep this accurate, it's going to be pretty insane convergence for sure. Right. It's right around here-ish. It's going further back. Yeah, very skewed perspective. Lots of things already incorrect, to be honest. But what an incredible learning experience it's been. Because just tilting that horizon line from this to this, putting it up, having one vanishing point on the page, the other one off the page, and then also making it a 4-point perspective, right? It's already fucking my mind up. You know, the other one was easier because everything was off the page. But having, apart from the main one, right? But technically, is this 5-point perspective? It might actually be 5-point perspective. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let's start with right. And then something like that. Right. Why did I make it go like this? Oh yeah, because I needed to showcase the skewing. Something like that. It's difficult. It's difficult to make it look legit. But maybe this, I could have done more like that. Right. It's sort of following it a bit better now. Right? Again, gotta think about vanishing point. This one is like that. Maybe do that. Okay, so again, like right now, this hour, first hour, sorry, because it's already been 24 minutes, right? This first hour is just, despite all the mistakes that you make, how much more convincingly can we try to make it believable, right? Because it's not going to be perfect by any measure at all, but if we keep reinforcing what we already know. Like, this is fucked, right? Like, this is fucked. I couldn't think of a way to maybe make it a bit better, but again, maybe I can, right? Maybe this is, let's see, now where's this going? Okay, that's going there, and then this is going down there, but this, we can make it like, okay, so because this is in front, I guess. Yeah, this is in front. So if we bring it here, bring it down, bring it here, even getting this half sphere is difficult, right? But what if we just do something like, right, try to follow that perspective as much as we can, bring it down, and then, right, will that work? Will that work, right, is the main thing that I should be asking. Oh, let's not make it too thin. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think it works that well, but we have a vanishing point to meet. And again, it should be like this, right? So still trying to do that while making sure everything else lines up. Yeah, look how, it's funny, right? You literally just twist or tilt the horizon line and suddenly everything goes to shit, which is crazy. It's pretty good, right? Maybe show some more curve here, right? And then something like that. Okay, let me rest my brain again. But yeah, this one's definitely gonna have more issues, which is good, right? Like, this is already, this one really fucked it up. This one really messed with the angle, but that's good, because I guess I didn't see it as well as I should have, right? But anyways, let me rest my brain, and I encourage you to do so as well. But yes, here's my, I guess, my manual ad break. Oh, somebody commented on my Q&A video. Well, now I'm all nervous. What did they say? Are they saying something good? Are they saying something bad? Did I just hit my camera stand? Yes, I did. God damn it. Okay, but anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, my little ad break, manual ad break. By ad, I mean I'm just, I guess, saying keep me on the background, right? Don't please, for the love of God, don't just watch my videos. If you're learning something, great, but genuinely, draw along. It's better for you because you're the one who's going to be improving, right? So I would encourage you to draw along. Otherwise, it's really just a waste of your time, unless you're learning something, of course, from my videos, right? Don't do that shit where you're not doing anything and fuck, what's going on here? Okay, so it's something like, yeah, don't do that thing where you're just fucking listening to me, but you're not actually learning anything. It's just gonna screw you over at the end of the day, right? So yeah, do actually draw along and actually do something with your fucking life. but keep me on the background and give me retention. I can't even fucking do my little shilling thing right now. I'm thinking so hard. Wait, that... No, it'd be right here, so it'd be something like this. And then I do this. It's not perfect, but I think it's starting to get better in terms of getting the idea across. The biggest issue here is actually I didn't make it thick enough, but definitely getting better. You see, just from one instance of doing this this box looks retarded. No, it looks okay. It's fine. Yeah, visualizing the grid, definitely difficult. Visualizing the grid while having to fucking account for the bending of these cylinders, also very difficult. And having to tilt the fucking horizon line, oof. Very difficult. But that's where we thrive, right? In difficulty. Okay, so I kind of have an idea of what this should be like. It should be like this. And then coming around, and then, okay, cool. So, and of course I should do more angles and more turns for the time being. See, that's already a bit off angle. Should have been a more curve. There you go. Slowly thinking about it. Of course, it doesn't connect properly, which is also something to take note of. There you go. Okay, so I know I'm doing it kind of like here, right? This definitely should have been way more curved. You see how that already made a huge difference? Right? And again, I have to think about this fucking vanishing point. Okay, so nothing perfect, but something valuable in terms of the lessons I'm learning. Okay, because that vanishing point's over here somewhere. So okay. Yeah, you see how it takes, what has it been? Half an hour? Yeah, 33 minutes just to establish this. Why? Because I'm spending more of my time thinking as well, right? So that's something to keep in mind, is this isn't just, oh, maybe I can connect these. Yeah, that's not time being wasted for any particular reason, but I do have to think a lot about what is going to happen when I do make these choices, right? Again, I think I say in my art Q&A, you know, shill. It's, art really is just, and you know, and anybody who draws knows this, but it's really just decision making. So is it like, yeah, art really is just decision making, and it's the decisions made either correctly or incorrectly, right? Either way, that's all you're doing, right? And those decisions obviously tie into your you know, your fine motor skills, what you can see, all that stuff. Now, I don't think this was perfect by any measure, but I think I'm slowly getting the hang of trying to understand it at the very least. Again, I need to put one right here that solidifies it a bit more. Yeah, one thing that just really showcases. Oh, that line was way too thick. But yeah, see, this makes it a bit better. And now I can even, because this is relatively not on the same plane, but I want to have something that juts out, goes here, and then connects. Right, but let's close this off, because again, I'm thinking about all the fucking grid lines, right? Every line I put down, I'm doing my best. I'm not doing it perfectly all the time, but I'm doing my best to think about which part of the grid line is it, right? Which part of the grid line is it, for lack of a better word. You know, it's essentially every line I put down, I have to visualize immediately, like, okay, like this is going towards this vanishing point, right? And I honestly shouldn't have put this point here. I think it was just an accident in the sense that I was like, oh, this is the point, and then I ended up making it. I'm not intentionally trying to cheat by putting that point there, right? At least I consider that cheating. For me, I want to visualize everything, but yeah, every time I put a line down, I'm thinking of the line in part of the fucking grid, like, you know, line, grid, everything, like all the fucking vanishing points, everything. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm doing my best to think of. Right? So I have an idea here. We'll see how it goes. Then okay, so I made it too thin, but we can still fraud it a little, like so. Right? So now it's like, okay, it's going there, and then there's something over there. Right? It's not ideal, I guess, but and we can have something here as well. Yeah, just for shits. And, you know, the lines are obviously not perfect, but it's not about perfection. It is about not give up. Never give up. What is that? The fucking, there's like that Japanese guy who does those videos. I love that shit. He's basically like crying. He's like, don't do it. Don't give up. And I'm like, just for you, bro. Just for you, I will delay the rope. Okay, now see, I created an issue here. There's a lot of intense convergence happening here. So what we can do is, funny enough, maybe put a cylinder attached to that, right? Maybe. But I'm trying to think, perhaps I should add some other things. Maybe if I do something like this, that literally just curve this so it's meeting that and it's meeting that, right? And maybe I could do something that's right, because that's going that way, and I created an issue here, of course, but maybe just slightly. And I know I don't like drawing over the lines and creating these like weird frayed pen lines. I don't like that, obviously. I like everything being clean, but it's difficult because I'm trying to think on how it should be as well, right? But maybe I can do something like That's not what I meant to do, but we're gonna have to go with it. Does that make sense? I think it does not. But I committed. And that's all that matters, is that I committed. Something here went awry, and it might have been, actually it should have just been like this. It's this, actually. This one should have been way higher up, like that. Yeah, like issues, definitely issues there, but I'm gonna leave it for the time being, because it's already wrong, right? It's already wrong, so it's okay. That's definitely a mistake that I wasn't keeping in track, right? But again, we're oh shit, I keep fucking shaking this thing, bro, god damn it. Right now, we're just trying to essentially work around the mistakes, which is all you can do, right? How much time has it been? 42 minutes. Okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. Again, trying to figure this out, right? Okay, so it's like this, kind of roughly I've kept that vanishing point on the outside. It's like right here somewhere. I don't know if, because you won't be able to see that, but it's here somewhere, but I'm just extending it, right? So how should we continue onwards? This is really good, to be honest. Like, it's fucking incredible exercise for believable cylinders, right? Because let's see if I can do something like this, and then like that, right? That's adding to it. That's definitely adding to it, I'd like to think. Okay, now this is where I made a fuck ton of errors, so I actually got to really think hard about how I'm gonna make this all make sense. But this one actually goes over this, so we'll just do something like that. Something like that. This one obviously will also something like that. There you go. It should, in theory, fix this. Should. There you go. Although this one should have actually been way more. There you go. There you go. Again, mistakes will be made, right? But that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. What is it? Some of you will die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make, right? Except in this case, I'm sacrificing my pride as an artist, which wasn't really there in the first place. Right? We all know I don't have any pride when it comes to art. If I did have pride as an artist, I wouldn't be showing any of this to you guys, right? I wouldn't be showing my learning journey, because that requires a level of humility. And because you love how humble I am, you will like, subscribe, and give me money. Oh, please give me money. Again, always pays to be polite. That's a long game, right? Wow, look at him. He's such a nice guy. He's being so vulnerable by showing us his art progress. Yes, I really am. Doesn't that just make you want to spend $5 a month on my Patreon? Link in description. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the fraying and the drawing over of the lines, but it's a process. It's starting to look a bit better. I think this is actually... I think it's okay. I needed to make this more curved, and this needed to make more sense there. But it's okay. Cool. And I can just close this off now. Even though that line was an error, it's still slowly all working together. Right? Very difficult. Did I rest my brain? I don't think I did. I'm gonna rest my brain. And I encourage you to as well. I guess I have to do that every fucking time now, I guess. Keep reminding my dumbass audience on how to behave correctly and appropriately. It's funny, I was checking my YouTube statistics, and I noticed that before it was like a 30-70 ratio in terms of women to men or male to female when it came to my art, right? My videos, but now it's literally like for the past month, it's been 99.8 or like 98.8 men and then 1.2% women. So it goes to show when my content's all about berating the individual, it speaks something about the male condition. Why is it that us men like it when another man insults us? Is it like, ha ha ha, he's such a bro? Possibly. Honestly, that literally might be it. It's like, wow, I like this guy, he's a piece of shit. Fucking sad, but you know, that's what I like. I like when people enjoy my content because I'm a dickhead apparently. But I want to connect. Ooh, why don't we try connecting this with this? Yes, let's do that. This is how we get better, guys. Yes, this is exactly how we get better. Okay, so it's... I want to bring it down like this. So first... something like that. Oh, fuck, already fucked that up. Something like that. Right? Then we want to go yeah, it's turning here. Actually, that line shouldn't even be there. It should just be normal. Okay, so that's a mistake. That's okay. And then it comes down and we'll bring it like so. And this comes down like here, and then we'll get something like that. This line actually fucks up the perspective because that we don't see it. It's not, there's nothing having to be obstructed. This one makes more sense, right? But this one does not. So how can we avoid that? Well, we can just pretend like it doesn't exist by turning it into a shadow. Right. Maybe now it looks more legit. No, still mistakes here. Of course, still many mistakes here. The curve, for one, should be much more pronounced, I believe. There you go. This is how we fix errors. Right? I know the mistakes I made here. So I'm gonna stop noodling there. Right? Same thing here. Oh, I wanted to connect this. I forgot to do that. Whatever. We'll just... There you go. Same thing here, right? This is... It's going there. Where the fuck is this going? Where is this line going? Fuck it. Maybe I've broken it. But for the time being... Just leave it like that. Right? Perspective is difficult. Perspective is very difficult, which is why you must do it constantly. And then I'm going to do this. Right. Think about the lines. Again, it's going like this. Then we curve it as per the perspective. It's again, because we're still going towards that vanishing point. Like that. Then we, I guess... Something here went off. So it's this. Nope, this is also way too fucking thick. Should have made it more like that. It's whatever. Okay, but this is straight. This goes towards the vanishing point. Yeah, bending cylinders is very difficult. Very, very difficult. And again, I gotta like fucking... There you go. Damn, see, 53 minutes of garbage. You know, that's how you get better, guys. 53 minutes of garbage. There you go. And yeah, this is a good box, because this box will allow connections to occur. Which will make things make more sense. Right. Even though I know my cylinders aren't perfect. Yeah, I think that's okay. There you go, something like that. Still lots of mistakes. Like, fucking, it's probably all 99% mistakes. But I'm happy. I'm grateful. Right? Because I'm constantly reinforcing what I do know, what I could know. I want to do something that challenges me even further. Something like, okay, so this, okay, isn't exactly what I had in mind, but right, I still clearly struggle with connecting them properly. Something like that, maybe. This could have been better. This would have been outlined much better. Could have done this ellipse much better, or the partial ellipse, but really fucking hard. I obviously, like, I made it even more difficult because I tilted everything and decided to add way more cylinders and all that shit. But it's very fun. See, now it kind of connects it a bit more, right? This actually made way too fucking curved. Should have just been straight. So now this is what has to be curved. There you go. It's all, what the fuck? Like, yeah, see, I don't know how I'm gonna make this. Makes sense over here, unless I do something like, there you go, like something like that, right? Where I can essentially have an ellipse. Connecting to it. It's the only way. There you go. We managed to sort of make that make sense, right? Sort of. But I'm gonna rest my brain again. And I keep getting closer to the page, which is not good. I need to zoom out. So in the last 5 minutes, it's already been an hour, but I'll go 5 more minutes and really use my brain. Anyways, please rest your brain as well. All right, wonderful. Okay, let's try to make things makes sense, right? Things already kind of don't make sense anymore, but we can try to make things make sense, right? It's always like, look, like this is so incorrect that it's painful, but maybe I could do something like to really connect these two. Like so, right? Then what would this be? This would be something like something like that. Again, I do need to get the curvature better, but I think that kind of worked. Kind of. But it's not bad, I think. Still, I could just fix that. Maybe, right? Okay, and then still gotta whatever, but I did try. I think I did succeed a little. Just like one of my thumbnails. In order to succeed, you must first succeed. Okay, that one's not curved enough. Okay. And I know I'm drawing over and stuff. I'm trying to... this is still like a figuring out phase. Right? But I'm going to leave it at this because this was very difficult, which is very good. And I made a shit ton of errors. This is like fucking horrible, right? Which is good. Because that means there's nowhere to go but up! This is the fucking, what is it? The 22 Jump Street, right? Break through the wall. Very, very funny joke. Anyways. Yeah, I think I'm done. Wonderful. I hope you all had fun, right? Drawing along, because I do hope you were drawing along, not just fucking sucking your own dick while watching me draw really shitty boxes and cylinders in a skewed perspective, right? But if you did enjoy filleting yourself while doing the aforementioned, then good for you. I don't know. Fuck you. how do you segue into that or out of that? I actually segued myself into that, so it's my fault. But yeah, like, subscribe, blah blah blah, right? I've just come to terms with that. Nobody's gonna be watching my content for a very long time until it's good enough. So I don't know why I did quote marks. I think I was just trying to say good enough and then decided to fucking choke on dick, right? Anyways, so yeah, with that being said, as always, I hope this was informative, at the very least, I guess. But as always, fuck you for watching, keep drawing, and please give me money. Thank you.